Arc Warden. If they can take, if Nigma can 5. And then it's just this Bat Rider that's able to make plays. Maybe the Darkseer with the Doom, but ultimately Alliance needs to be even or ahead for their heroes to play the game that they want. So if you're 5 men, it's take that away, and then have your dual support plus puck combo just sweep the map.
Safe lane Doom kind of take over, some mid Doom. So yeah, we'll see how it works as we do finally get underway.
Let's have a look. Yeah, hands again on it, starting off with the boots.
Yep. And let's see how they choose to put their lanes. Yep, they're running the aggro lane. Underlord's already making his way toward top. All right.
Okay, so as you said, we saw this lane the other day be pretty potent. I mean, looking at what Alliance is going to be having against it, are these heroes that you see dying to this tri lane?
Yep. Jakiro, very slow hero, gets caught by a lift or a stun. He can be easily blown up out of position. I mean, Sven too. Sure, he's got a lot of HP, but it's a lot of magical burst damage that could come out from the three. So we'll see how they react. We're going to see what Hanskin chooses to do with his movements, because it's going to be a lot of that early game based for him. We see Limp, of course, in that mid lane. You know, this is a fun matchup, dude. We've got the brothers in the mid lane. Limp versus Chessie. The bat versus the puck. Which brother is better in this situation? Chessie with his comfortable puck, or Limp with his comfortable bat?
Yeah, what was who came out on top of the laning stage in the last game?
Last game. I mean, it was a DK versus a co-op. So
yeah, it's a pretty. Yeah. This was a bit more flashy of a matchup, because these two heroes can kill each other.
They can kill each other, absolutely.
I know all about a place, or Bat trying to get into aggressive with Firefly. So this matchup, we could see some action early.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing really to watch out for, right? Those orbs. The aggressive orb, you get 2 or 3 sticky stacks, he's going to flame break, push you back, and look for setting up kills. So yeah, we'll see how that one ends up. As Chessie, he's very prepared. He's got that stick finished, or stick ready. Yeah, and I'm curious what Hanskin's going to do. I'll be very curious. They're hiding the fact that the Underlord is safe lane still at the moment. See, he is all the way positioned behind the tower up there at the moment. And look at Limp again, winning the block.
He did get, he got great block in last
twice,
game.
Yeah. Chessie. So he gets the range creep. It will be Bat Rider, of course, as he's got that damage. Okay, and Hanskin's gonna go for the just that right-click level 1 build with the Ion Shield to harass. Okay.
All right, so this tri lane,
triple ranged. Oh, Nico baby's not gonna get much anything down here.
Sure. For it to pay off, is sort of stopping this Sven farming enough, or do you need to be getting kills with the 3 heroes here?
I mean, don't naturally get kills when somebody steps out of position. Like, Nico baby's gonna get greedy, right? He's gonna walk up. They actually chose for interesting skills. Wave of Terror and the Spark Wraith. We saw when Nigma ran it, it was all aggression. It was stun. It was flux. It was lift. They just went for straight up going for those kills. This one not being the case. Nice. Maybe they can position themselves decently. I mean, they're actually getting the lane to push into them here, so they're trying to make sure it doesn't go under tower range here. It will now. And Misery will drag that wave. Hey, they level 2 first. Pretty big. I mean, of course, it is that dual lane, so naturally they will, but 5 men not able to actually go for those early level 1, level 2 kills.
The harassment bringing the 2 of them low, but they've both got plenty of tangos and a salve each.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't actually that bad now for Alliance. When you look at top, look what they're getting out of this top lane. S4, 11-6, Underlord only 4. Last hits, they actually forced Jibbe to get the point in the pit of Malice early on because they're getting so aggressive on him.
Oh, we'll see if anything, things get better on the second set of waves with that bottom lane of 5 men.
This mid lane's already getting out of hand. 7-6 to 3-0. Just the first 3 waves. It's been dominated by Limp, as we've seen a lot. Level 2 is up on the Venge. Yeah, FNG knows.
They've got the dragon.
Yeah.
She's coming out with the tips as well.
That's rude. It's a tri lane. Don't headbutt me when you're a tri lane.
You don't tip when you're in a tri lane.
Chessie has to go for that quick little silence play there to make sure Limp does not commit when he does use the orb. And yeah, I mean, Limp is really just decimating him in the mid lane. Yeah, oh my god.
It's nasty.
I mean, we expected it to be bad, but Chessie 6 stacks, 7 stacks.
It's so much damage.
He's pushed out of experience range. Oh my god.
That hurts.
Oh god. Oh god, Owen. Oh my god.
What's he
Oh
doing?
god, he's got 10 stacks. He's got to try to orb, but I mean, this might be an orb to his death if another sticky does get onto him. He's just dead. He is so dead.
Oh, the pain.
Oh, watch him burn.
Oh.
And he's gonna miss the range. Oh, he missed 2.5 waves.
No, no.
Well, mid's over, so no mid hero for the side of 5 men. They're gonna need some beauty to happen at the bottom.
They're going to continue to smash this bottom lane. They'll try for FNG. They'll get FNG a second time. This time, Handscan with the response will come over and allow them to find Misery in return.
Misery uses the Fairy Fire to ensure that Nico Baby doesn't get the last hit on the kill. Cute play there. I love the Surge plus Ion Shell into the TP, so he's got that speed. But oh boy, what happens in the mid lane now? Chessie, he's going to need it. Quite a big recovery here.
That's a tough one.
And runes, all right, runes are going to be coming out. I mean, Chessie has to, he has to just right-click Limp. Don't let Limp go to check the runes at all. Limp, will he be able to try to contest for it?
Yeah, he should get beaten by an orb.
Yeah, he's not gonna get it. Okay, so, all right, relatively, you know, decent, something, you know. He's a full level behind, but at least he does ensure that the bottle does not get filled up. Misery also just making sure he TPs mid just in case, because Chessie's probably like, oh god, guys, help me.
Bottom lane, Spark Wraith onto Nico Baby will bring him low.
Oh, the ice armor picked up. Uh-oh. The aggression now might be halted quite significantly. Although they do still have a high amount of magical burst, so it's not going to be as relevant in this lane as we do see sometimes.
And do you think they'll just keep the tri lane like this now, Alliance? Yep. Darkseer's fine top?
Definitely. Yeah, this is... I mean, it's not a great tri lane still for them because of Huntskin, but they have a lot of defensive capabilities. If someone does overextend, they can look to kill the Venge or the Rubik for sure. Oh, the battle, toe-to-toe.
Yeah, both getting very low here. S4 still got a Fairy Fire to play with.
Whoa, 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 careful. Bounty runes.
Radiant
S4 will be able to fill up his bottle. Shibit not having a bottle, though. He's going to get out-sustained. As S4 will be able to fill up his mana and health, and he'll be able to continue laning. Yeah, you even see... look at Jimmy, he's pinging it. He's like, uh-oh, guys. Like, he's pinging the wave, and he's like, guys, I actually have to go to base. This Darkseer with this bottle. I don't have the regen. So 2 lanes where Alliance are definitely going to come out pretty far ahead now. That Darkseer and that Batrider. And even, I mean, Sven he's farming.
He's hitting creeps.
He's hitting creeps fine.
He's hitting a lot of them.
They've got a good positioning of the lane for the majority of the time. And he's getting his farm. They're actually going to go aggressive here on Ace as the Rubik is not there right now.
So they've got the damage. Infernal Blade comes crashing down onto Ace. But he will be saved. Pi and Misery just with the blocks.
He's tanky. He does have a high HP pool on the side of the Arc Warden, especially early game. I like this itemization. Look at Nico Baby, though. Just chainmail wand. He knows they're going to throw spells at him, so he can get those stick charges built up and then just armor for that Venge. Good approach for him to be able to just farm safely rather than going for something like a Bracer, which doesn't give you any, you know, it gives you your damage and your HP, but it's really a lot about just protecting your armor when your Warcry's down.
No, mid lane Misery, he's come over.
They're trying to go for a kill here when Chessie hits 6.
Okay. It's going to be hard, though, as already Limp's just out of the lane. He's going to actually go all the way back to base.
Okay, interesting.
Give the lane to Hansken. I mean, hey, he wasn't even that low, but fancying the walk back.
elsewhere.
I guess low enough, he's probably like, I'm still at like threshold, right? That, you know, it's all about that
sure
burst damage that comes down.
Yeah. Combo would still get him.
Oh, okay. Nice positioning here. TP also from Chessie. This should ensure the kill. A lot of wand charges actually forces a coil, but he'll get the kill.
Yeah, nice moves from Chessie. He's going to be able to get himself solidly back in the game if he can make these sort of ganks after having a rough 1v1 against Limp Mid.
And he's still going to be pretty far behind for sure. Yeah, he needs a couple very successful rotations. We see in the meantime, FNG, of course, he wasn't showing himself down bottom because he's stacking. He's starting to get those stacks prepared because Sven got levels already. That's all Sven really needs in order to go and clear those stacks in this early laning phase. Lasso plus the Surge.
They're going to drag him back pretty far. Zibe just get the Firestorm out. Limp getting low, but Limp actually playing in onto Pylai Die. Hansken heading over as well as they're thinking about charging in on this, and with the ice armor, Hansken can. He starts to tank the tower. Magic Missile comes out from Pi, but he won't be able to find S4 as S4 surges away. Double kill for the Darkseer as S4 picks these up with the Iron Shell. This is going to be a very fat Darkseer.
Oh yeah. Very strong Darkseer. Doom also doing a pretty good job in this early game.
Under attack.
And like we said, there's recovery stacks already in the making for Nico Baby, as he's already going to go start stacking up himself a little bit more and farming as, oh, okay. Shipping looks like a little bit of a freebie handed to himself from S4.
And over towards mid.
Oh, the pushback onto the high ground.
Perfect base flame break from Limp.
Oh my, that was just picture perfect. And now, Jesse.
Right. And he's going to have to use the coil.
To coil.
And Limp definitely being a nuisance with these motions. 1, 0, and 3.
I mean, now
down the map.
Breathing room for your side lanes now too, right? No coil, he can't TP coil for anybody. And here we see it. Those stacks that FNG was preparing for Nico Baby. He'll start getting those neutral items built up as well. He's still slowed down quite significantly. You know, that Arc Warden is having a bit of a better time. But he will recover in the jungle.
And top Zibet just having it all out of that. The damage from the two of them, bringing them very close as well. There's a powerful lane between S4 and Hansken.
Yep.
Even able to threaten the sort of tanky old Underlord. And can burn through that HP, and now
Hansken's got excellent levels on this support Doom. He's almost level 6 already pre-10 minutes. Look at Pilot. I mean, he was in a tri-lane, but Hansken also shifted into that tri-lane. He's having a very successful start here.
That's bottom. FNG was trying to find some level for himself.
S4 top, dropping low. He'll be okay. FNG
Dire's courier has been
will not be okay. Nice little pullback.
Oh, dude. Do you see that? That was his Midas on the courier.
Did it just die to the tower?
It died because he was diving for the kill and he didn't watch the micro on the courier.
Did he not get it delivered? Did he not?
No, it's the recipe is dead on the courier for Ace.
I mean, that stalls it.
I mean, well, how long's the courier respawn at this stage? About a minute?
It's a little bit longer than a minute.
Oh, yes, goodbye Midas.
I mean, that'll hurt.
Yeah.
That'll slow him down a little bit.
That's a bit of a slowdown.
He's still up top of that net worth, but yeah, he would have really loved to have that.
More on top of the top.
Yep. And because the big thing is also like levels, in particular for that Arc Warden, because he was in a tri-lane. So sure, he's like level 6, almost level 7, I believe. But yeah, getting those Midas usages early on, of course, so beneficial. That hurts. Pros and their couriers. Pro cores and their couriers. Always getting them killed.
Now he's in trouble.
Oh, and they're going to find him.
They are. Losing his Midas, losing his life. They do have the potential for a turnaround. Chessie comes in with the coil, grabs the two of them. The coil's down, hitting onto Limp. Limp can't escape. Magic Missile now over onto FNG. Chessie coming in with Pie and Miseries to take that fight in their favor.
Nice moves by Chessie there. Getting very active. He knows how much he needs to respond. Anywhere back goes, Chessie has to be there in response, or they're going to start losing a lot out of the map. Nice move there. Limp made a little bit of a mistake there. I think the coil was just about to end and he broke it.
He probably would have been fine if he was able to just wait out before the stun hit.
Yeah, it was just 1 second off or so. See how much damage, though, does come out, right? The Ion Shell, the Firefly. Chessie was melting very quick, so lots of damage coming out on that side of Alliance with this high-level Darkseer that you were mentioning earlier. High-level Darkseer, high-farm Darkseer. He's going to have good timings on his Macro Pipe. And Nico Baby, Mask of Madness. He's got his boots. Not fully recovered, but on his way.
On bottom. Looking for Hansken.
He's
diving
speedy.
in.
You've
got him with the 4 for the...
Yeah.
On the 3 plus the double, you know, that'll do it.
Yeah. Not having to waste the coil or anything either. It wasn't up. So now it will be up again for Chessie.
Looking for Zibe top.
Is that the Midas finally coming out to be delivered? I think it is. Shibe gets the rift off in time. There's a ton of magic damage, though. He just... Where'd he go? He's gone.
And those Iron Shells.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Okay, he got the Midas earlier. All right.
Yeah. I think he got it when it respawned.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah.
Nice.
I thought maybe it was like still taking time. I was like, oh, God.
No, I think he got it pretty much a Midas usage after he would have, if the courier hadn't died in terms of cooldown.
Oof. That's a lot, especially when you're an Arc Warden, because it's a double. Lost on a lot of effective timing.
And lost efficiency. But still, as you say, holding on to the top spot.
Yep.
And the Alliance want to do something about that. They're on their way down bottom to
He's deep.
Ace.
I mean, he is very deep still. He's still showing himself down bottom there. I mean, he's dead. I'm surprised he's stuck this long down here.
Yeah.
And now, look at the 25 seconds of the Midas.
And then, can they get the double as well? Not quite. Mid lane, S4. Just get going on. You see a TP over from Handscan. So you have the three of them, actually the four of them. Chessie's still here. Handscan's gonna die. This was a...
Misery with the Ion Shell stolen. The damage, don't think Handscan expected all that.
No, he TP'd in very confidently. That confidence immediately put to an end by 5 men.
And look at this, they're getting active with this Ion Shell. This looks like some Misery shot calling right here, just really wanting to push the issue here to give space for Ace. And look at the target
Nico,
they found.
baby.
Oh, nice stun.
He's running. Is there any TP backup coming in? It doesn't look like there is. He is going to be left.
Such a nice smoke there. Really trying to push the limits of when they do have a very good spell stolen like the Ion Shell early on. Misery's a very farmed Rubik, as Misery tends to be on his 4 positions. Very greedy player.
Yeah, 2k lead now for 5 men.
I mean, he's got Aether Lens finished. He's going to use his Arcane Boots, split it up, disassemble, and make his Aether right afterwards. With a Keen Optic too, so yeah, great cast range on this Rubik.
Radiant's
Yeah, really opens up the potential for those big steals like the Doom.
Yep. Speaking of the Doom, he did use the Scorched Earth right afterwards.
They're dropping the wall down as well. Get the extra damage with the illusion.
He gets the hood
He's
delivered.
still speedy, but the flame break
Too
knocked
much.
back as well as the vacuum will secure the kill on Zibe.
Oh, they actually, okay, they see the Arc Warden for a second, but they actually want Chessie. Gets the coil.
And they still find him in the trees.
Does not have a
little
TP.
difficult now.
20 seconds, no TP though.
The spot that he's in, they don't read it correctly. Chessie's able to keep himself hidden.
Nice and sneaky.
His bottom, Pi sets up for the double of Ace to look for the kill. They've got the swap to stop that TP. Same time. Oh,
Wait, they found Ace.
Oh,
They found the real one.
He weren't watching his hero. He weren't watching the hero. He was looking down at the double.
Is under attack.
As that cost him his life, Ace.
I mean, they just walked up and found him. Like, it wasn't like they had a ward or anything. Link was just like, oh, an Arc Warden. Lovely. Those deaths really hurt. I don't know. As Arc Warden, whenever you die like that this early, like that many deaths, that Sven is really going to start catching up to you.
Yeah, so I think Phil saw the moments ago.
Is under attack.
The Sven was... Nico Babe was on the bottom half of this graph. He's building up now.
Yep, and now he's starting to be able to farm my Ancients.
Yep.
They're not stacked quite, but...
And do you think this is necessary this game, Nico Baby, just rushing the BKB?
So much magic damage,
Yeah.
so much control. I think it is. If he wants to look to get involved early, which clearly that's the case. We'll see which one it's going to be, though. He has now queued up the Echo.
Okay.
But it might still be the BKB, just because like you just look at their natural lineup, like Rubik, Fade Wall, Venge Stun, like Puck. Everybody has a significant amount of magical burst to control for him. Hunskin, he's tanky, but not tanky enough. Misery says thank you.
I'm Misery's very happy with that. Another kill for my collection.
He's like, I may not need to do this, but
You know, he was sort of like, could I get away with stealing this? Like, yeah, we don't want to leave it up to any chances. That's mine.
that's when you get pinged in pubs, you know, when people are just pinging.
Yeah, people would definitely
They
be
get
thinking
so
that
mad.
Rubik.
Right? They get so upset when you do that. But he's level 10. Look at
Hey,
he's
5-2 and 5.
he's owning. Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, he's loving
Definitely
it.
is.
Radiant's top tower is
We
under
see
attack.
FNG. I actually love this pickup from him. We've been seeing this a lot more often from supports. The Veil. Very early Veil pickup for Jakiro, but benefits almost the entirety of his draft. Smoke will be spotted out here by some Spark Wraiths. Wards will go down, though. They spot almost everything, Misery. We'll be able to find that D ward. They'll find the Sentry, but the Obs ward is a bit of a sneaky one there. Yeah, they're not going to be able to find it, I don't think. So some good information, at least if they do want to play around that mid lane. And they're ready with that Surge. You see Darkseer right behind the Batrider, ready for a play. Surge back with an Ion Shell. Easy kills on pretty much anybody if they are able to. Ion Shell stolen again.
Oh. Coil out onto S4. They got the damage to take him. He's going to put the mech. Wall drop down as well. They're trying to commit onto this Darkseer. The backup is inbound. Zibe, he's just getting his way out of it. And this time, we'll be able to do so. Not enough damage to bring down that Underlord now before he riffs out. Just continued space for both teams' carries.
Both of them finding an Imclaw. I think at the same exact time, both of those carries did find that. Oh, a Grove Bow. Okay. I guess we'll be happy with that one.
Yeah, switches that in straight away.
Yeah, definitely.
Very nice with the Maelstrom procs. Also, 200 gold and Ace. He'll have the bots. Now he's still, as expected with this Midas, as the Arc Warden, he's keeping himself at the top. But Nico Baby's keeping up with the pace pretty nicely. You know, this Sven is still just within 1k gold behind.
Their physical damage is very lackluster, though. I think Nico Baby can really start getting involved with his team when he has this BKB. He can just run right through everything. Coil, who cares? Pit doesn't matter. He's going to be surged with the BKB running through.
Blinked on for Chessie. So.
Oh my God, Hanskin, look at this. He almost has BKB on the Doom as well.
I mean, him and Misery. You know, this is a game where these two support.
The four positions.
It's a beautiful game for the Forge. Yeah, Misery, he's got his blink dagger
almost at the blink. That's going to be really relevant versus versus Jakiro, versus Sven, even versus Doom. He has so many different spells that he can steal that are great.
Hanskin.
He's spotted.
He's going to try and run. Chessie is going to drop the coil. Hold him in.
Some team response, though. We see them coming in.
Let's see if they can catch. They're going to put the God Strength. Nico Baby surge forward. He's charging straight into the trees.
Oh, he jumps into it. He gets stunned and lassoed. Oh, Chessie.
Did he blip? What, he went in?
Oh, he jumped into it and got hit by the AoE of the stun.
Oh, he thought he could help out.
He
jumped into his death as he jumps in at the same time as that stun from Nico Baby was flying over.
I mean, that's quite an effective usage of your first BKB.
Yeah.
Core is killed. God Strength used also, and Dire's afraid. Look at this. They're actually scanning the Roche. Maybe expecting Alliance is going to do that, but they don't really have a great Roche hitting lineup yet. Sven needs a little more time.
Yeah.
That was a costly one for Chessie. Another time.
Yeah, perfect entrance from Nico Baby to the combat.
Yep.
And he felt confident. You saw it just preemptively, just popping that God Strength before he even got anywhere close. Knowing that that would be a solid opportunity for him to find those big kills. And the big items coming out from his supporting cores, the Blink Dagger on Limp and the Greaves on S4. So this Sven is going to be heavily enabled in the fights. Lots of ways to control the enemies, allow Nico Baby to do the damage. Yep. And S4's going to be there with a considerable amount of save.
Yeah, we talked about how, looking at this 5-man lineup, getting ran at with BKBs and Blink, it's going to be hard for them to really react. They at least have the Venge swap to kind of break, at least if like a lasso comes out in some situations, if he's in the right spot. As we see Pi, they're kind of baiting Zibe looking for a swap play, because Misery has the Blink too, so they can react. But they have to be prepared for it, because if they're not in the position to instantly stop it, somebody's going to die, and then it's going to lead to a chain sequence of other heroes dying. So, let's see. Will they be able to get the instant grabs once that lasso does go off? Let's see.
They're going to try and run in the Ice Path and the Vacuum, not going to catch
They actually
Zibe,
whip
though.
it. And they were prepared. Look
And
at this.
Dream Coil's coming in from the back. God Strength has been popped by the Sven. Nico Baby going in now with the BKB. He's going to turn over towards Zibe, but he's been doomed. The Doom is out upon him.
The stolen Doom.
As he's in trouble. He needs help. Are they going to be able to get him back to safety? No, because Pilot Eye swats him back in deep. As there we go, Misery finding that Doom and dropping it back over onto the Sven. Nico Baby just eliminated from the fight. It's Chessie.
The lasso.
He's going to try and keep this going. They have the ice buff onto the two. Do they have the damage though without their Sven? The magic missile's out onto Lim. Chessie diving in past the tower. The orb bringing them low.
Misery.
And he's got stolen lasso.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, Misery with these ultimates. The Doom, the lasso, he's doing it all.
Under attack.
There we go, Misery. I mean, he could kill steal all he wants if he's going to be able to show plays like that.
And especially
Doom
whoever,
and lasso in the same fight.
and whoever makes the call to be sitting behind Zibe there, perfectly done. Could not ask for a better dream fight, really.
Radiant's middle
Stolen
tower
lasso,
is
stolen
under
Doom.
attack.
The
Yeah.
vacuum whiffs, so they get the most beautiful situation there. They don't even have to use a swap in order to save this Underlord.
Yeah, they got to watch out for Misery. They cannot allow him to get these ultimate steals, two of them in the same fight. Easily done by Misery. At least he's making it look easy. This Rubik popping off.
We see so many Doom stolen now. They really got to, now he has a Centaur. He has a Centaur creep. He had it before too, but has to be a little bit more careful of how he covers his Doom. Has to probably just use the Doom and then the Stomp immediately after.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Or shave.
attack.
Usually people don't save their Scorch because they're running in, so it can be a little tough. And Misery really owning, and he still has Lasso. So he has Blink Lasso for another potential play that they can make. 8 seconds. Still playing around that mid lane. Do they have a smoke? Looks like he's just kind of playing the bait game, just letting Xippis show himself. Well, the Arc Warden. Ace has been having, you know, he's just chilling. It's just like, oh, thank you, team, you know, space making for me. I'll just continue to hit some creeps and push some lanes if for free.
I'm more than happy to play the farm game. I mean, sure, Sven with the cleave, but you're never going to be able to hit sort of the GPM for the creeps alone compared to this double Midas of the Arc and his Tempest double.
Especially when he's just sitting back and his team is making all the plays for him. Lip, we'll get the lasso here. They've got the follow-up stomp. Should be more than enough damage for Pi to go down. Pi actually, I mean, he used a drum charge there. I thought for sure he was going to die, but wanted to try to get away somehow anyway. That's 4.
It punches Zibbe.
Oh.
It's just going to bait him a response from Misery. Comes in with the stolen lasso. S4.
I mean, I think it's appropriate that he gives 322 gold for that one.
Oh, that's, I mean, you couldn't have wrote it any better. I think that's the last time he goes up. It's just very ambitious there, trying to punch this big old underlord. It's like,
especially when he's playing versus the stolen lasso. Like,
yeah, you gotta be careful.
Right that close to the tower as well, too. Just a bit of a precarious position for S4 to put himself in. Gets punished. Excellent usage, Misery. Just dominating. 5, 2, and 9. Double usages of that lasso, and they're looking for more.
Yep. Now get it.
An easy one.
Tower is under attack.
On the bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Now
attack.
this tier 2 tower, more money.
Yep.
More money for 5 men. They're building up a bit of a lead now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Puck's getting, you know, approaching that Aghanims too. That protection, in particular for the Arc Warden, to be able to hold down the Sven, hold down these BKB heroes. Limp. Hot on Chessie's trail. Can he catch him though? He's zooming. Pops the drum, of course, trying to catch up. Chessie, he's got Blink up relatively soon, or at least the orb. Still trying, but they can't.
Yeah, much too hard of a chase now. As they come in, Misery is going to go for the lift there. The rest of 5 men smoked up, ready to fight around here. They'll pick up the bounty runes. BKB delivered for Ace, so he can turn up to these fights without the worry of Alliance immediately collapsing on top of it.
I actually like that. I think now he can look to get much more involved, and they can look to actually look to dominate a fight and maybe get like a Roche or something out of it. This is a good item choice here, if you choose to fight with it, which I imagine they will.
We'll swap.
Pi.
He's going to look to start things off on the Nico Baby.
Chain disable.
He's already down to half HP. Has to put the BKB. Turns over towards Pi with the God Strength. They will kill the Venture. Maybe not Pi. South He gets dragged back in as S4 comes in with the 3-man vacuum. There's the lasso onto Ace. Caught on Ace. As he felt too confident going in with his BKB. But they've got the answer for that BKB. And Nico Baby, he's running down more. Looking over towards Misery. Misery trying to juke it out, but the stun's in from Nico Baby. Alliance, they'll find 4. Triple kill for Nico Baby. As that, I mean, as we said, you know, he's got the BKB on Ace. He could turn up to fights, but not like that.
S4 just makes up entirely for what happened earlier. He's like, damn it, I fed. Now I'm going to make them all feed. Godly vacuum catches the 3 onto the low ground positioning 2 where they're just screwed. There's no way they can get out of there, and it catches the most important heroes. And that God Strength, he has an Imp Claw, so that first hit, it plenty hurts. It's like 850 damage, I believe, from the first attack. Now they get Roche. They're going to get a big snowball out of this. Look at this Sven's level. Almost level 20 now off of all that.
That's pretty crazy after that last fight. Oh,
look at that swing.
Boost in XP.
And let's see that shift in priority from 54%. I believe it's going to shift even more now into favor of Alliance as they're picking up. Yeah, a lot of big items. AC now just off of 1 fight as Nico Baby cleans up significantly.
Chessie's got the Ags, so I mean we'll see if that is going to be having that extra level of control for Ace to do the damage. But still, as we see, Ace is, even with the BKB, he's got to be careful. If they get the blink on him with the lasso, he's still very vulnerable.
Tries for Limp, unable to quite get it there. Yeah, it's still scary. Like we said, Arc Warden versus Batrider, it's gonna happen. They're gonna see some situations where they can find that Arc, even if he does have defensive swaps. Won't quite get the Tempest double there for Nico Baby. But look at this, level 20. The 2 big talents have arrived for that Sven. -5 second Stormhammer as well as that Dispel. Don't believe there's any really Yules or anything built up this time around, but either way, it's just an amazing pickup. purge off at least like the Mjolnir effect that he puts onto himself and stuff like that. So, you know, there's some few things that he can at least dispel.
It just means, you know, as well, that the supporting heroes of the 5-man can't ever get away with buying a Ghost Scepter. You know, that's not going to save you. You see that talent, you're like, well, okay, that is an item I cannot buy. And as you say, just very hard across the board to save people from being charged upon by the stun.
Looking to fight down here. They have this ward on the cliff, so they actually got to see Pylai die, I believe, for a moment there. Pi. Hanskin trying to find him, the drum. He's actually... Nico Baby's like, guys, he's right here. Nico Baby knew, but he's,
he knew exactly the spot that he was going for.
Bounty rune dug up by FNG there. Still, we do see that Arc Warden at the top of that network, but we really start to see how fragile he can be. I believe I saw Paladin Sword in S4's bag.
I imagine he's passing over to Nico Baby.
So, Nico Baby, the search.
Alright, let's go to farm the double, but the vacuum down on the three of them. Ace popping the BKB on his Tempest double, but already the Rubik's down. A Rift Out attempt is going to be made and will be successful. As he's able to get out, and
Are fortified.
the double doesn't feed away any extra bonus towards Alliance.
It's so tough for them to fight. It's just they collapse on them too fast. I mean, Surge, as we've seen, you know, Darkseer, king of team fight with Vacuum, but really lately it's been the story of the Surgeons. Just being able to get on top of heroes so quickly. Sven is moving 900 movement speed or more when he does have that on him. Plus also an Ion Shell that ramps him up to 2,700 HP. So we're really starting to see the effect of this Darkseer and this Sven just being able to run at 5 men. The coil, it's Ags.
It's going to get the two of them. Nico Baby is going to be snapped. See if they get the vacuum on to Jasibe and Ace. Nico Baby tries to turn him. That's the Aegis gone. They're taking him down the once. Can they do it a second time? S4 surging out just in time. The right clicks of the Tempest double continue flying. Will finish him off as S4 goes down. Nico Baby on the retreat. The pit. Will he catch anybody? Gets on the Hanskin, but he BKBs it off. The rest of them are heavily on the retreat. Misery trying to chase. But they should be able to get out of it. Nico Baby TP's away. And Hanskin should be okay. Misery's going to have Blink back up in a second. They may still be able to have a go on to Hanskin. They found him with the Yulzos. That was it, man. They're going to be able to find this tomb, I think. The BKB already being used. Hanskin has no way to escape. So not able to escape this as they chase him down.
Nice re-engage there by Chessie. Knowing God Strength is down, BKBs are on cooldown as well. And they have the Axe Coil anyway, so either way, they know that they can make that type of jump opportunity there under the tower. Still keeping this one very close here at the 30-minute mark. 21-19, less than that 1K gold lead.
Another full MKB for Ace. S4 though having that blink. We've seen already S4 hitting some nice 3-man vacuums. Now you've really got to watch out. He's got all the setup.
Coordination gets a lot easier when you get that blink on Darkseer too, for everybody.
Yeah.
For Sven, for Jakiro, they all just have a much easier time setting up their abilities. Oh, a Titan Sliver for Nico Baby too. So you got blessed. Paladin Sword or Titan Sliver. In this one, I actually could see the value of the sliver. He's versus an Axe Coil, right?
Oh, yeah,
the resistance is actually very nice.
Maker.
Yeah, and extra magic resist too. They have a ton of magic damage on 5 men, so every little thing does that up. That'd be the choice he goes for, and he is at the moment at least. Can they finish off the double this time? They can. 300 wood cash money.
Loads of money. Going for that Satanic Next as well, so that despite dropping the Paladin Sword for the sliver, he's still going to have that lifesteal and that incredible amount of strength to fight with. And one of those games as we're seeing, you know, he doesn't need the axe because of the enabling of the Darkseer. You know, S4 is going to be the man to get him in with the surge. He doesn't have any trouble really being kited too heavily.
He definitely can get it eventually later on.
Yeah,
that's what he's saving for.
He can get all these other items first.
I think he's looking at what's more important. And will they be able to find Chessie here? He's inside of an ice path. Oh, he does get the quick blink away. Nico Baby. Don't think he'll be able to catch him here. Chessie does have the coil just in case. As S4 was trying to go for that catch there on the side.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They can push in with this, though.
Yeah.
Alliances. Nico Baby, God Strength, BKB. No Dream Coil to worry about. See what they want to go for in terms of targets. I guess the other 2 lanes are being shoved back pretty hard, so over they'll go.
Still kind of running around looking for a fight. They are feeling that big power spike of themselves right now. So fun things that they can do with the Axe Fan, though, is you can just jump out of the coil. That's one of the biggest things that I've seen happen a lot of the times. Is he just stuns. He clicks the stun button and he flies out. That'll get, you know, later on he'll be able to pick that one up, but
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That's still a very close game though, just 1K in it.
Radiant's
I mean,
top
at this
tower is
stage,
under attack.
you look at the Sven, you look at the Arc Warden. Who is it? Are either of them in a better place? I mean, sure, Ace has got more farm, but is it enough? You know, to have this 4K sort of difference between him and the Sven, or would Ace have hoped to be further ahead?
oh. Looks like Chessie will get chain locked down, and they do have the damage. Do they have the damage? He should not be able to blink. Oh, he does. Oh my god, he blinks in the direction he's facing. He's able to get it off. S4, can he find him?
Oh!
He does.
S4.
He finds him. The blink dagger comes into play. I think ideally they'd want to be more ahead.
Yeah,
you
think a little concerned with the farm that this Sven has managed to find, especially after running that trial against him at the start, right? Nico Baby fully recovered, and he's got some insane timings.
I think it's scary because he's playing versus these like double BKB piercing disables, the Doom as well as Batrider, these two heroes. When you're playing just a single kind of core, which this is with an Arc Warden, you're very susceptible to that, right? They just focus everything on Arc Warden at one point in the game, and it's like, oh god. So he's itemizing for it. He's going for the Lincolns again this game. Bit better in this situation because it is that even game, unlike where the last one they went for the Lincolns, and maybe, I mean, I think at Briner, I think they were saying that it was not a great choice because it was too defensive when they were so ahead. This game makes sense because how even it is. And that's, I mean, that's pretty much the Satanic done if he does choose to disassemble.
He's gonna have it, Nico Baby.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's
So
top
this Sven-
tower has fallen.
Incredibly huge right now. You say Ace, he's got to avoid these lockdown spells. They get the Sven on top of the Arc Warden, and Nico Baby's getting that kill.
Yep. Just a couple of swings and they definitely can. I feel like we've had a lot of even games today, even though it feels like for a lot of people this might be the first series for them, but we did cast a best of 5 earlier. They were kind of close. Ace. Trying to force reaction, keep doing the split push action here.
That should help.
Yeah, bang on even on that net worth. It's just a case of whether you favor the farm of the Arc Warden or you just worry that these team fights are just going to continuously be too hard for Ace to actually get much done. We've seen the last few fights that he does try and get involved in. He's, you know, sort of as quickly as he turns up, he's having to get out of there.
I mean, they're really trying to itemize to protect Ace. Do you see that? Lincoln's finished on Ace, Lincoln's on Puck, Lotus Orb on Underlord. It's really all about getting the peel away for that Arc Warden. And it's also, I mean, Lotus is one of those better options versus even, like, let's say later on when an Ag Sven does come out. It's a kind of a way to counteract it in a way that we have seen utilized a few times.
And then they've got to do this, you know. Yeah. If Ace isn't able to fight in the team fight, then it's 27,000 net worth down the drain. They have to make sure that Ace can turn up against the 5-man of Alliance and get the job done.
Alliance is ready for the fight, though. With this Satanic finished up, with all the status resist, Nico Baby a lot stronger. And, I mean, they have the 2 big heroes are smoked. Look at that. The Darkseer and the Sven are the only 2 at the moment. They're the ones just looking for that wombo combo. They will run into Jibe.
Tower is under attack.
Going in the Infernal Blade. There's the God Stroke for Nico Baby. Comes in from the side, goes in with the stun. But actually stuns the Lotus, so takes the stun back to the face, but he doesn't care. He's still trying to come in onto Zibe. Highlight Eye swapping Nico Baby away from the Underlord, bringing him up to the high ground. They're kiting the Sven up pretty decently. Zibe should still fall, though, as S4 and Nico Baby are able to chase
Ace is
down.
killing heroes in the back, though.
He is. This time, the space has been there for Ace to get 2 of them. Both
buyback from Lim. He really wants
running
to
back
get
in
more.
on this. Nico Baby finds Pilot Eye. Chessie able to get out with the orb.
This illusion of Arc Warden, Nico Baby.
He's falling low. Ace, can he quite finish him off?
He is! Just with the Tempest double. Oh no, Nico Baby. And S4.
All right. I mean,
There we go.
that's the kind of fight you're talking about, getting secured for your Arc Warden. And the way that started, you know, they're committing onto this Underlord. I mean, Nico Baby starts the fight stunning himself with the Lotus. That slows down a bit of his damage output. Then Pylai died. Just a nice little swap. You know, he sees that that Nico Baby wants to commit to finish the Zibe kill, he just tears him away from it so that he has to spend additional time running back over towards the Underlord. And that in itself just bought time, as you said, for Ace to just clean up.
Yep, and it took them way too long to be able to chase Zibe, and
Yeah.
I think Nico Baby got greedy, right? He held the BKB for quite some time, gets a couple stuns actually reflected onto him, and of course, it's just a great positioning from 5-man. It's the ideal target for them that gets jumped on. The super tanky Underlord in that front line, and Ace playing around Ward Vision with Avenge on his team with a Growth Bow, so he has that insane attack range to be able to hit people from a distance.
They just couldn't stop him.
Yep. And now a full Daedalus, so he was punching hard before. Gonna be at an astronomical level now.
25 seconds without Nico Baby, and that last lost fight, a fight as well that involved 3 buybacks from Alliance. They're now 7k down, and they're not going to be able to do anything to stop this Roche. This will be Roshan and the Aegis for Ace. As now 5-men in an incredibly strong position. The Dream Core out onto the 2 of them. They get the control onto S4. S4 trying to surge away as he runs back, but again, Pylon Eye swaps him a little close to the rest of the team. Still the rest of the surge lasting long enough for S4 to break away from the team. This time, Alliance will manage to get away. Nobody left behind.
Nico Baby wanted to show up. Looks like he was kind of pinging, like saying, let's go. Like, let's try to make a smoke move, but team was already backed up. They used pretty much everything. Bottom is pushing in. Now we're seeing that Ags queued up on the Sven. Hey, I think he's starting to realize he's getting kited a bit too hard inside of these fights. Speaking of Ags, Misery about to have his finished up in this game already on this Rubik as well. So seeing him steal a lot of different spells, now he can steal even more often, more frequently.
25 hit on Ace as well, so having that 25% life steal, yeah, he's just going to be so hard to kill in these fights. We're seeing already just the way the 5-men's itemized and can play around him with the positioning. You know, Pilot Die dragging people around. Ace is just getting these entire fights where he's able to pop off, and
yep.
they're not being able to get on top of him.
So many defensive ways for them to protect him. Yeah, I mean, he's very, very farmed. 6, 7, 8,000 ahead of that Sven. And yeah, just they're making Nico Baby struggle inside of the fights with all that kiting. So yeah, like we said, the Ags, that's going to be the important one. 4 lines for these next few moments, but 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on Aegis, where we do see 5-men trying to stay in this aggressive pose over here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Alliance as well continuing to stay over 5 minutes off the map. No response to that tier 2 going down in defense, but they'll try and get some pressure on this tier 2 bottom. And he's bringing the double in.
Cash money.
We'll be able to clean that up. That is going to be
S4 gets it.
Some more money indeed for the Darks here. This tower will fall, but 5 men there. They're starting to approach the tier 3s. Alliance are going to have to come back.
Huh. Did I see that right? Oh, okay. So he sold the Mask of Madness. He didn't disassemble it for the
He's still at the
now he sold it for the Ags. Ags is finished though. Lotus Orb.
The Lasso's been lowest. Now they jump forward as the Sven, but he's been yawned up in the air. Nico Baby. He's trying to move in. Turns over towards Pilot Eye and Ace. He'll bring down the Vengeful Spirit.
He's
dives over with the stun. He's able to jump over, but the blink dodge is there.
Misery.
As he's away. He'll turn back over towards Ace. They've killed the Arc Warden the once. Chelsea popping the cheese back up to full HP. They've got to be a little careful now, Alliance, because they are without Chessie, without Limp and Hanscam for 100 seconds. And 5-men know this. They're pushing in. Yep. They'll finish the tier 3 tower. They're onto the barracks.
Stolen Ice Pass as well. Misery and Zibe, that fight, that Lotus Orb, that play there. Now the jump is coming forward though. Oh, it's actually on a creep. I think they were trying to do a backing play maybe there or something, but I guess he's in a lot of trouble now.
He's dead.
He's 100 seconds. He spent his gold.
He did.
Game.
568 gold short. No buyback. This should be 5-men closing this one up.
GG.
It is. GG is called. Ace and his Arc Warden doing it here as the team managed to find the space, and again, they built up the items. They made sure that they could get Ace involved